All right. And we are back. Man, there's still something very wrong with my mic. Something is wrong, but that is all right. We're going to power through it. That's what we do. Yeah, I don't. Hello. Check one, check two. Yada, 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 yada. Hey, oh, hey. Yeah, I don't know. Something to figure out for another day, I suppose. It is what it is. Try to get the levels correct, so at least it sounds proper. To an extent. All right, so here we are. What is the day? What is the day? Monday. Yeah, Monday, June 24th, 2019. Holy crap. It's almost Christmas. Felix, fantastic. What's up? Good, how are you? Hope you are well. Yeah, June 24th, 2019. Oliver, what's up? What's up? Hello. We have this to contend with here. Hold on, I gotta like find it. There we go. Okay, that's good. Don't worry about that. That's fine. There we go. Okay. So we have homework. This is the homework here. So GByte, BTG, BNB. All right. So apparently, we're getting offshore requests. Oh boy. BTG. BNB. All right. Don't worry. They've been added to the list. Very nice. So, what do we got? We got 18 minutes before we close it out. Couple of thoughts before we pull up any other charts. Right? This shooting star over here, it's got a long wick to the downside, which is okay. It's not great, but it's not like a traditional shooting star being at the top of an uptrend, but it is quite a reach, with rejection, right? So far today, we're painting a bit of a hanging man, which is another reversal candle. But again, down here, right in the midst of the uptrend, this would have been a great area to find resistance, right? And we continued up. Okay, so the candle, what it tells you is good. The philosophy behind it is great, but it is not, 100%. That's what you always go off of, right? So just bear that in mind. But we're not seeing the big push, right? We did want to see a push up over 11.2, and we didn't get that push yet. So we wait, and that's all right. We just develop how the price action develops, and we'll see what we're given at the end of the day. So Felix, burnt my skin this weekend, but other than that, I'm doing fine. All right, excellent. Apparently, this global warming seems to be a thing after. Wallbanger likes the numbers. All right, so we'll come back to this. Let's check out GByte for Snow, who said that she could not attend at the present moment, which is fine. Hello, Snow, for the rewatch. All right, so not much has changed since the last candle set this new level of support, right? We're looking for it to actually get down to the 1.4, just so that the level down here actually makes sense. But right now, what we're showing is this, right? Buying underneath that level pretty well, right? So looks like as it dips down into those levels, it gets eaten up pretty quickly. Now, we could have said that right here with the tweezer bottoms, right? And then we had a big, massive candle down. So it's not over. It's just an observation that there are people right now that really do like that level. So 0.0032 down so far to 302. They're loving that level. So it's okay for now. We just kind of hang tight. We're looking for a clear reversal before we do anything. First target would be the downtrend line above or slope downward to wherever the next target would be. All right. So if this reversal happens here, then we're looking over here. If the reversal happens, tomorrow, then we're looking up here, right? So, and then scale it down, but because GBite likes to give these crazy, crazy, crazy wicks, you sort of cross your fingers and hope you get one of those wicks, right? Oh boy, Marcos, hello, Tron US dollar, no problem, TRX USD, it's on the list. All right, taking a vacation from work and a little break from trading, spending more time with my wife and kids, so probably won't be here for the whole stream. Yeah, whoa, dude, do your thing, man. Life is always numero uno. Take care of you and your fam. Sky, BTC. All right, it's on the list. Sounds like a good thing today. Banger, what? All right, so let's see. Let's check out Bitcoin Gold. No, she didn't say what, so I'm just going to go USD. I don't really want to do Tether on that. Let's just do the calculated dollar. All right, so Bitcoin Gold. It's been a while since we've been on this chart. Yikes. All right. So, downward channel, I guess it's more of a wedge. Did break out of it, but it was a boring break, sideways break. Nothing crazy here, just basic trading. Did push up, breakout, got the retest, push back. Found previous structure as resistance, came back down for support, previous structure, higher low, push back up, and then we made this pattern over here. I see 5-7, not quite a Gartley 7-3, 6-2. It's really not. It's not great, but it did play out perfectly, so that's fantastic. From there, we had a nice run all the way up to the 1.6. So this 1.6 was derived from this pullback. All right. So once we broke, confirmed up, right? We had another leg up. We took our first major pullback, and that's where we're getting these targets from. So 1.6 was our target. That's good. We hit the target. Very nice. Solid pullback. Nothing crazy here. Just really right back to structure high. Found support, pushed up, right? Break even again, right on the 1.6. Drop back down again. Continue trend, push up again. You're looking for the 2.6, and bang, you nailed it, man, with like a sat to spare. Well, US, so with like a couple pennies to spare. So our 2.6 was at 38.48, and this candle landed 31.02. So that's fantastic. So nailed that 2.6. Push back down again. Right back down to the 1.6. So this is trade, like this is exactly how you want to trade, right? This is following all the rules. Push up to the 1.6, come back down to the 1, right? Push up to the 2.6, come back down to the 1.6, right? Your next push, what we want to see, and then you stall out, right? Stall out at the top, stall out at the top, stall out at the top. No big deal. We want to see the next move up to 3.6. So that's target area right here. 37,120 is what we want to see. And because we hit our 1.6, no problem, with room to spare. We hit our 2.6 just barely with a little room to spare. I would say don't front run it. I mean, it depends how greedy you want to get, but maybe not front run it as much as normal. Now, what can happen, we've seen this in the past, it just obliterates the 3.6 and goes right to the 4.2. So be prepared for that. However, you'll have to dive into these candles, right? And break them down to like the 4 hour and the 1 hour. How much time did it actually spend up here, right? Was it just like a quick flash? And if that's the case, front run it, just get the hell out of the trade, be done with it. If it hangs out there, if it lulls for a while, like a few hours, and you got plenty of time to see whether it's gonna make the next move, then you're good. Because if it just lulls here for a little bit and then pushes for the 4-2, grab the 4-2, right? 37.12 or 40.99. I mean, 40.99 sounds better. So just be aware of that does happen. Now, when we hit the 4-2, it's time to reassess what we have, because that's likely trend exhaustion for now. Then we might be expecting a deeper pullback, maybe come all the way back down to our 1 again, and ride that out. We'll have to redraw these trends eventually, and get a better idea on where things are actually headed, because this is fallen out of trend. Obviously, trend has changed on us. So it's a matter of just respecting the trend that we're given and seeing, where it lands us. So just something like that for now, right? No big deal. But this gives us at least some type of target area. If we were to stay within this broadening wedge, when can we expect to hit the 2-1 without really violating anything? Then, you're kind of looking at hitting that 3-6, let's say July 2nd. Ballpark figure, of course. I mean, this one breached in order to reach it, right? So, really, if it was going to reach the 2-6, right, the earliest, according to the wedge, right, would have been here, June 10th, but it didn't, right? So it ended up being May 29th. All right, so overall, it's a pretty solid play over here. Let's get rid of this. That's just in our way. We can leave that for now. That's no big deal. Yeah, so minor drawdown right now. It's really, I don't think that this is an issue. Maybe we come down just to structure, 29,255 ballpark area. So this would be a decent re-entry if you've already exhausted the move, right? So you pop back in. Now remember, like, you gotta look for other areas where this could be a disaster, right? You don't want to pop in at the top of a trend. So if that's where it's going to end, then that's where it's going to end. But let's see what we got going on here. So RSI is scaling down. MACD signal still up, pretty strong. Slight tilt to the right. Overall, no big deal. All right, so we're on the high side, showing 91, curling down. So that's fine for a little bit of a cool off. Really no big deal. So maybe we do get a little bit more of a push to the downside. All right, a little bit more of a correction. Now we could see here, right? We hit the 2-6, we pull back to the 1-6. Right, we come back up here. We don't really hit anything. So what are you going to come back to, right? The best thing to come back to would be structure highs right here. Now, when we broke it here, you can see the same type of dilemma, right? We broke our structure body level, daily close, push up, came down, like kind of like a bit of a retest, little hesitation, and then bang, 8% candle, 9% candle, and then this was the victory candle with the 2-6. All right, so I'm not worried about this. This is okay in my opinion. I would say this is the next target area, 37,120. All right, future snow on the replay. You cool with that? She can't answer. It's fine. All right, and what was the next one? BNB. All right. BNB, what is BNB doing besides destroying my chart? Making everything look all psychedelic with all these bright lights. Not good. All right. I need to actually take a look at this. All right. So this is fine. BNB's cooling off a little bit. No big deal. Structure level would be 35.33 ballpark area. Come back down to. We almost hit it down here. Let's see, the low on this was 36.01. I'd like to see another dollar out of that, 35.33. So about another 70 cents. Rip it down. Find support, push it back up, make the next higher high. Now, are we going to get that? I don't know. See, this was our biggest retrace here. And we came back down to swing low, body high, which is just a little abnormal. I wonder if that's confluence with anything else. What is that level? Not really. A little lower would have been nice. Would have at least made sense right here, but we didn't quite get that. All right, so we had a great run, right? This is a great run, great run, great run. This is when things started to mellow out a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it, but look how parabolic like these are, right? These are crazy. These are crazy. And then it's chill, right? You go up, you hang out. You go up, you hang out. You go up, you hang out. So you got a micro trend within a larger trend, right? Then you had a big drop out here, but nothing overall too crazy. This was your big pullback, right? That's your big pullback. After the big pullback, you push back up again. So you make you destroy previous structure high, smashed it, right? All the way up here with a shallow pullback, right? If this pullback was all the way back here, that would make a lot more sense. At least it would be structure appealing, right? Appealing for structure. Didn't quite get it, right? So it doesn't mean we're not going to come back down here at some point, $25. So keep that in the back of your head. Shallow push, right? A big, but this was kind of a failed attempt right here. This isn't a healthy move, right? We go to push for the higher high, right? We make it only just barely and then smash down, like really smash down pretty violently. So this could have been a Bitcoin thing, June 13th, trying to think that would have been like, 10, 11, 7 days ago. I can't remember, but this is, that's not great to see. Recovery was great, right? Bought it right up, no big deal. Pushed it all the way back up until we had a high 2 days ago, and that's this guy right here. So the high at the time, or currently, our current all-time high, right, is 39.59. Pushing back down from there is totally reasonable, and I'm 100% cool with it. So I'm not worried about that. I don't think that we've lost anything, meaningful here. I would have liked to seen that tap down a little further, but now that we look at trend, right, it makes sense. It's okay, right? We had a trend forming on the low side. Even though we got that false break with that new high that was all butchered, right? It makes a lot more sense here because we could see the false break. We could see that this was weak, right? So just ignore all of that and just do this, right? Ride the trend. That's the trend. Trend broke right here, came back for a retest, push up, made a new higher high. Now, if you forget this and you look at this high to that high, that's respectable. So just get rid of that. That's garbage. This is trash trading. All right. Push up, make the high, higher high, beautiful. Come back down, right? What did we test though? Instead of coming back down to structure, came back down to trend. A local trend, nothing like ridiculous. This doesn't go back to like, early 2018 or anything. It's just right here, but it's a local trend and you respect it. So it's a nice flip over with respect to trend. So that's good. Right? Then you're looking for the next level. So we hit our 3.6, by the way, if anybody was paying attention here. We hit our 3.618. Okay? Our 2.6 target, why does that say 2.118? What is going on here? Who did that? No, 2.6 right here. What the hell is that 2.118? Oh, minus 2.118. It should be minus 2.6, right? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't mind me. I'm crazy. So anyway, we did hit our 3.6, right? It's right here. Perfect. Smash play. Everybody's cool. Next target's right here. 42.40. Right, we hit every other target. Why not? Why don't we hit the 4.2 and then we'll call trend exhaustion and we'll reevaluate, right? We still have the 3.6 over here, right? Based off of this big pull, right? Which is great. So we're cool on that. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a minus. That's the wrong one. We don't want that. That's not our play. This is not our play. Get out of here. What is this? That's what happens when you got too many things on the chart. This is our play. We hit our 2.6. I'm sorry. We hit our 2.6. Our 3.6 is our next target. 44.33. That's our next target. I'm sorry. My bad. Don't kill me. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Now, we did have these targets, and I'm curious to see where we're at here. So our bigger list is whatever, somewhere down here, blah, 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 all this crap. And then it goes parabolic. Things are cool. And then it comes down and finds its first support, or first actual, like, real support. And then a nice push, right? This big rounded out thing happened afterwards. So I've been tracking this. 37.32, right? That was my first key figure, right? Now the 1.2 and the 1.4, those are good. I do like having the 1 because I like to see how long it takes, right, to get back to the all-time high. And then from previous all-time high, what does it do? And it's perfect, right? It smashed it down. And so that is the reason why this pullback is my next measurement, right? This is our profit target pullback, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking on the local side, 16263642, but the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture is over here. 1.6 in perfect confluence with our 2.6 from our all-time high. You see how it works? You see that? So the 1.6 from this move, we measured this move based off of the all-time high breaking, smash play, push up, 2.6 ends up with our 1.6 confluence. I love it. That stuff is super freaking cool. So then 2.6 on here, right, our bigger level after the 4.23, 56, and check this out. 3.6, 76.64 is very close to our 8.2 target, 77.57. So talk about some crazy confluence, right? And then we got our 4.2 over here, and then our 12.3, 109, right? 88, 109. Those don't have confluence. But how cool is that? Right, our 1.6 is our 2.6 almost perfectly. That's fantastic. And then our 3.6 is our 8.23. I love it. I love that stuff. Super cool. Yeah, so I'm not worried about BNB. Even given the current market conditions, right? Things are a little haywire right now. But even given that, I'm okay with all this. This level right here, coming back, finding support is perfectly fine if we don't come down here. Now, if we do come down here, I expect it probably a little lower, more like body. This seems to be what BNB does. So just plan on like 35, right? Between 35 and 35.50-ish. If you break that level, then there's reason to be concerned about it being very elongated, right? Where this could, swing, fail to make a higher high, blah, 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 work its way all the way back down to structure. And we're sitting here for weeks until we hit our target. All right. So overall, everything looks good on BNB. Tron. Wasn't Sun just do something in the news recently, or thought something was going on with that guy? All right, so Tron. Whew. Boy, this chart is crazy. All right, well, first off, I think we can clearly get rid of this stuff. Swing fail has materialized. All right, so I guess I was using arrows this day instead of trend lines. That's fine. All right, so it looks like the white is our actual pattern. So the white gives us a pretty loose rising wedge, right? It's not strict by any means. It's not really holding price in. It's more of just a guideline where our arrow wedge is, again, more just to taste than anything else. So neither one of these are really ideally accurate. Okay, but for the most part, I like to, like with trends, I mean, you guys know me, but for anybody who's like rewatching this, I don't I don't totally follow all the rules when it comes to trends. I go with I, g- I go with what I see, right? Um, Now I'm a buy the book kind of person for a lot of things, and for some TA I am, right on to the price, with the magnet tool, like there is no mistake. Um, and other things I just sort of get a feel for, and trend lines kind of it's hit or miss, right? In this particular situation, I like to get a feel for it. That's probably why I have two trends over here, right? One actually respects something, even though it does cut through a bunch of garbage. Um, Whereas the yellow arrows are more of like a visual thing, right? This feels good, as support. So, like, I want to have support here. This feels good, right? As resistance. So even though it's got a bunch of crap above it, like this little congested area, right? And this little congested area, which are very close to each other horizontally in price, is a nice flip. So you had a really nice support level here, clean break to the upside, but didn't quite make it, right? So accumulated again, ended up becoming resistance. So that's a flip, support, resistance. Then you had a clean break to the upside. All right, so come back down. I consider this a false break, so I'm not really worried about that. This is kind of like temporary, wacky support. This is support. That's good. Good push down. Good retest. Rip back down. Found support level right here. Structure highs. Pushed over. Drop up again. So now we have another area of accumulation, which this is all selling. All right, so you have a big area up top. Big zone. At least you got a big supply zone over here, so it's just like sell, 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 sell. Push up, couldn't do it. Swung back over, false break, push back up, higher low, pushed up, finally made a higher high, came back down for a retest of structure, right, and then ripped up again. So far for a break, right? It looks like you're pushing for a break. If you don't get it, then you're getting the swing fail. But if we call this a rising wedge, then this would be your retest. And you could call that good because, right, remember, I just kind of threw this thing wherever the hell I wanted. So I could just do that, and now it's a perfect retest. Whoa, that's crazy. No, and don't don't ever do that. Don't make it like fit your bias. That'll get you destroyed. But for today's purposes, it's totally fine. So this is good. This is good, actually. This is a rising wedge pattern, right? You made a higher high. You're within an established local trend, right? So the local trend is to the upside. You can see that. Local trend to the up. This is a breakout play from a rising wedge with a retest. So this is great, actually. Yeah, it's fantastic. All right. So this is good. And look where I found resistance, right on historical. 39,458, whatever. So you want to break this level here, right? And then we're going to need some targets. So what you want to do is come back down to like what we had. So consider, at least I would consider, I don't know about you, but I would consider this range, right? Accumulation. Even though it's very large, right? It's really like range. If it's not range, it's terribly, it's a terrible uptrend. Now, granted, like reversals down here, so keep that in the back of your head. Reversals all the way down here, but this price action is crap, and I'm not going to use it. You know what I'm saying? It's not good for targets. So what I will do is I'll look at the double bottom play. Boom, boom. Triple bottom, really, with all this. Good push up. Good pullback. Next move was your higher high. So really like establishing trend, at least on the local side right here. So I'm going to take this play. That's going to be my profit targets. All right. So that's great. I'm in our 1-6, smacked right up top, right where it needs. It's like price is on the 1-6. So that makes sense for it to struggle for a minute. No big deal. Next profit right here, 0.046. That's what we're looking for. Okay. That would be the play right there. So let's see. Do we have everything on our side over here? Just a few things at least. Let's see. RSI. So RSI actually 1, 2, down, down, down. Huh. So if we take our high, now over here, right, you got a higher high here. You got a lower high here. So when you're dealing with highs, when you're dealing with price highs, right, you're dealing with bearish divergence, right? When you're dealing with lows, you're dealing with bullish divergence, okay? So if you have a high and then you have a higher high in price, but let's say your indicator, whatever it may be, in this instance, we're using the red line. The red line is RSI. So in RSI, we have a high, and then we have a lower high. So we call that divergence, and not like the movie, like actual just divergence. Okay? So when you have this, right, it's considered bearish divergence. So meaning that, you know, you're probably going to follow the indicator. Right? Sentiment's changing. Sentiment. Cinnamon. The cinnamon is changing. And price does exactly that, right? So over here, you're like, oh, we're in trend. Everything's cool. You know, higher high, blah, blah, blah. My next target up here. Boom, you're good. Well, it's nice to look at this and say, wait a second. You got some bearish divergence. All right, and it played out. It played out perfectly, right? Bearish divergence is good. Very nice. All right, so now on the downward side, what do we got? So here's what we're looking at here. So you look at the points, right? Establishment areas. So bang, right here, we got a low. Okay. And then over here, we have a higher low. Okay. Low, higher low. We're well within what's shaking. All right, so we have confluence. So in one area, you might have divergence. In another area, you're going to have confluence. So confluence, that trend is picking up. We have our MACD signal line crosses. That's the blue one, right? Blue is crossing over to signal. That's a bang, bang. That's a win. Right now over here, we're a little top heavy, right? Oh, geez. There we go. All right, so over here, we're just a little burnt out, right? Oh, not good, not good. But what we do have in history, we have this, right? So a burned out mode, push back, and next one, higher high. You could play these just like a regular swing fail as well, right? If the next time it came up, it didn't go higher, drop down, you cross this line right here, smash, and you're out of the trade. All right? So this is a little overheated, meaning that it's like it is on the high side. It's a bit exhausted. So take that into play, right? If this thing is going to do it, I wouldn't expect too much more than this 2.6. And even then, it might struggle a bit, right? It's really going to burn this puppy out, which is okay. It could totally get burnt out and then relax. It could cool off later. But what we might do is we might push up here, right? We might fail, pull back, retest, and then push, right? So that is a possibility here. So Tron could get some doing. But all things are kind of pointing towards that 2.6, so we'll keep our eye on that, and that's kind of what we're shooting for, right? So 46 cents. I mean, that's what we're looking for. All right, Sky. Sky BTC. Okay. I don't remember the last time we had this chart up. Last time we did, we had a losing trade, so that's terrible. Freaking Sky, ruining everything. All right, so Sky was in range. All right, so we've seen a lot of charts like this, right? Fall out of range, drop down, make lower lows. Now, is that history, though? Sky's still fairly new, right? This is the McAfee coin, right? Sky's the limit. McAfee for president, 2024. He's going for it. All right, so let's see. Range, drop, temporary support. Not exactly to 1.6, so not sure where that thing was headed. Push back up again. Not quite a retest. Pull back down, hesitation on our earlier wick. Drop back down even more. Randomly paints a 63%, candle. No big deal. I mean, that's completely normal. And then we start range again. Range round 2. So bottom, top, bottom. We're looking for top side, but we're failing, and now we're dropping out and losing previous support. So Sky looks like it's going to be headed down. I mean, the only thing you really have down here, right, is this. So, when you're looking for support, right, at least in this situation, got to look very far. I mean, that's what we got. I don't see any other reason why it would be reversing. You had buying here, you had a little buying on the wick over here, a little buying on that wick. This level was fine, right? That level was great. Held for whatever it was, a week and change. So this is good, this level. Dropping below it, right, doesn't do anybody any favors. And these levels down here, like this level would be fine, but we're lower than that. These levels here are whatever. There's nothing significant about those levels. All right. So all things considered, I would say there's no reason for it to not come down here. All right. There's no reversal imminent that it would need to reverse for whatever reason. All right. And MACD, RSI both support it. TTM though, giving you, TTM wanted to come up. Wanted to. And just painted that as a momentum shift to the downside. It wanted to come up. It did. Since here. It tried. And then fail, confirmation, boom, push down. All right. So Sky's looking terrible. Terrible. All right. So what do we got here? Miguel, what's up? Marcos, thanks for Tron. If I can double dip TNT, double dip on what? You want a chart? Just shout it out, man. It's all good. Oh boy, there's a lot of lines on this chart. Yikes, what the hell was I doing? So sometimes we get like real into these charts. We start dipping into like the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and we start like making sense of all these levels, blah, everything makes sense, you're like living in the matrix, and it's awesome until you put the daily back on and you're like, what was I thinking? All right, so TNT, gotta get my bearings here. All right, so our low side. So we're still just pulling back from this ridiculous move. We found support on the 7.8. This would have been a great place to buy. It looks like we bought at the 6, from the 6 to the 7.9, which is fine. Pushed down to the 7.8, which is great. Found support. Started to reverse. Reclaim 7, reclaim 6, pushed up to the 5, and found rejection. Pulled back down to a mid area between 7.0 and 6.1, which is really weird. and then ended up finding resistance at the 618. Resistance, 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 resistance. No dice on the 618. Drop back down again to your next level. Next level, sit in 786 again. So double bottom right here. Come on, buddy. All right, so, well, I guess not technically, right? Close. Close. Didn't quite make the double bottom. So it is indeed a higher low. All right, great. So now you just have a swing fail over here. So swing fail like that. You broke it, pushed up, didn't quite get a retest. Just a bit of a shame. Broke your intermediate level. Failed to close above it. Okay, so that's this right here. Can't see anything on this chart. Failed to close above it. Now it's resistance. Push back down again. Now you're right back at that medium point between the 6-1 and the 7-9. So you can't. I wouldn't jump on this one. All right. Give this time. If the rejection holds, then you're shooting for either a double, triple bottom at the 7-8. That would be nice, right? Or a retest of the swing fail all the way down somewhere in the vicinity. I mean, if you get the crossover, then that's bearish, and that would be nice. But this will move as you watch price. It'll move. So if price goes up right now and gives you like a 5% candle, this thing it'll like peel away like the top of a tin can. So you can't put too much strength in those until the damage is done. So we're currently trading, right? And we have 23 and a half hours to go. So I'm gonna make any MACD calls on the current candle. All right. Yeah. So that's TNT. Thanks for Tron. Double dip TNT. I voted Chinggis on Binance poll. What's the Binance poll? Does Binance have a poll right now? I seen a thread. Binance support or something. Binance Exchange. It wasn't CZ. It was something Binance, and they were asking who your favorite YouTube people were, and a couple of people threw me in there. I appreciate it. That's awesome. And then of course I put the nail in the coffin because CZ threw a tweet out there talking about it's been 2 years, happy birthday, and I was like, great, can we get conditional order now? Oh, man. Look, dude, I will, if I have to, I will build my own exchange just to see it done proper. I can't even get into it, but it's like, I don't know what the excuse is. I would love to be a fly on the wall just to find out. Just to find out. But anyway, yeah, so that's TNT, and thank you for is Miguel, is there like a poll? Like from Binance? That would be crazy. I'll vote for myself, I guess. I'm not really sure what the poll's about. Wallbanger, no problem. ETH USDT, sure. I don't think we used a Binance chart on it. Let's see if I got any. Yeah, oh yeah, I got some hieroglyphics on here. That's fine. That's fine. This will be our chart. My untested rising wedge. Nothing is more criminal than to paint such a beautiful pattern and not properly retest it upon breakout. It really is sad. But anyway, enough with my misery. What do we got here? They ask who was your favorite. Okay, yeah. So that was the same thread I seen. Thank you, Miguel. Thanks, Miguel. I must not know your Twitter handle. I told you guys before. Just DM me, so I can find you guys, and then I will follow you. See what you have to say. Check out your feed. See if it's interesting, and mind enhancing. All right, let's see. ETH. So broke out of range, which is great. Very nice. It's solid move. 8.5% candle, followed by a 6% candle. Let's see. That pushed up and gave us our 1-2 and our 1-4. We're still looking for the 1-6. Just sitting at 326. So 326 is the next level we want to beat. Broke the swing fail, no problem. We did not come back and retest the swing fail. Of course, makes me mad. We do have some historical levels over here. 302. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. 302 is cool. All right, so that green box, this guy, that is the 236 global. We want that badly. That's our reclamation. Okay? Now before we get there, we got some things in our way. All right? We want to hit the 1-6. Our 2-6 is in the box. That's the target. That's the target. All right? We're heated up. MFI money flow is heated. Expect a little drawdown. MACD's working itself back. Still bullish, but RSI is leveling off. Not giving us much either. Really 71. This could go either direction though. This could just smash up and then it's like, all hell breaks loose. Very closely tied to Bitcoin. We all know this, so that's what we're waiting on, right? Whatever Bitcoin does, right, Ethereum is going to feel the heat. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go the same way, but it's gonna feel the heat. So if Bitcoin dumps 2%, right, Ethereum may just hold the line, which would be bullish, right? And Bitcoin rips up, 2-3%. Ethereum might not be able to withstand it. Wait for the actual move to finish and then start working its way up. This is all right though, guys. This is not bad. Push up to 326, come back down to structure, probably maybe somewhere all the way down to 271. No, what? Really? Man, that would be a big drop. That'd be a big drop. All right, so better yet, come back down to 302 would be better. That's sort of like where you're retesting right now. That's why I wanted to overshoot it and come back down to structure, but it's a big drop. So, all right, so push up to 326. Look for 302 as a pullback. That's also within this red line, which I'm assuming is some type of range trend. All right, so don't put super duper faith in this, but these do play out. All right, these are your low formation before a major drop. Right, same thing on Bitcoin. Low formation before a major drop or before a major high. But in this situation, it's a major drop. So that being said, there could be some confluence here. It could be a little weight drawn. So be mindful of that. Okay. So hitting the 1-6 is cake, right? We're right there. We're right there. I'd like to see a wick up and break of our trend. I think that'd be great. We pull that, that'd be real nice. Let's see about this. It's not great. Not really great. Nope. I'm gonna guess. Nah, I don't like it. Too much playing around to get it there. All right. Yeah. We got to wait for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down, right, then we're sort of looking like we might find support at 302 again. Bitcoin goes up, probably some hesitation, maybe slight bleed, and then a push, little breather push. That's like that Huffy candle you see where you can kind of like see it like ramping up and then 6-1 first. Don't put too much faith in this trend, but I would expect something at the trend. I would expect then a pullback unless it goes parabolic. If it goes parabolic, then next shot would be this 2-6 confluence with the 2-3. 2-3 is gonna outweigh the 2-6. Right, this level would be far more important to hit than a local 2-6 profit target or take profit, whatever you want to call it. All right, cool. My feed is mostly Mexican politics? Oh my God. Have you ever looked at QNT BTC? Broke out nicely from a falling wedge. Was wondering about targets. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. And then we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up with this guy right here. You give me one of those no history coins, huh? Thanks. Thanks a ton. All right. Well, targets will be easy. We'll push up, push down, push it up, push it down, push it up, push it down, push it up, push it down. All right, so did we get respect? Yeah, sure did. Sure did. Looks like the 5 is solid. 382 solid. Good drop, push, break. 2-3 solid. Yeah, I like that fib. That fib is just fine. Okay, so let's see here. Got the 2-3. Got it. Resistance, 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 resistance. Push up. Close above. Make a case for the 3-8. Yeah, so first target would be the 3-8. Right here. All right, so I mean we're right there. It's not very far away. Thanks. Fresh coffee. We're right there. So we're not, you know, it's cool. I really want to do that, but I'll do that. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So we're in a rising wedge right now. At the turning pivot point. Not great. Okay. There you go. Even better. All right, so support line, push, break, 236. All right, we already took resistance levels there. Came back down for support. Why right here? It's a weird area for support. Really not much happened here. Let's get this. So this pullback was 618. Not even. Yeah, it's a weird level. I can't say I really like it. Yeah, I mean, I just, hey, it is what it is. Don't like it. I don't like that level. But regardless, it has made a level, and it's right here, and that's our level. All right, so just keep that on the map, right? Just keep it, you know, we might revisit that if we have to. But yeah, 382 would be the first target right here. not very far away from where we are right now. However, 13%. I mean, that's freaking awesome. 13% would be great. Now, we have seen in the past, a complete disregard for the next level, push up to the level above it. In that case, you'd be looking at the 5. So you hit the 5, and that changes your game plan drastically in 38% candle. Now, this tends to do things. 26, 8, 26. It's doing a lot. You are within a pattern right now. If you respect the pattern and respect the trend, you're not going to be butting your head anywhere, right, except for right here at the 382. Push down, find support, push up with the break. But if you hover along the top long enough and you just push and break, then you can do that too. All right. Volume was good during the first initial moves over here. Died off pretty quickly. Died off with price going up. So this divergence again, right? It's divergence from volume, right? Volume is going down, price is going up, so overall, not good. Ended up pushing down right here, give us this leg of nothingness. Volume is up over average, which is good. So we'll see. So far, we got a little bit of a pullback right here. If we were to pull back to structure, this would be a great buy. All the way down here, because then you're looking at entry, then you're looking at possible 64, more likely 34, right? So if you are to drop that down, that would be fantastic. Now, structure just on this little area, you already hit, right? So you go back to your previous high right here. Or you didn't quite hit it, but you're basically right there. All right, so be mindful of that. All right. You already got a bit of a push down. You already got a little bit of a buyback too. So just watch out for that. I would like to see it come here. So if it is going to come down, support, right? I'd like to see right here. And if it doesn't do that, like if it goes further, this would be dynamite. That'd be a great buy-in. Push, push, push. At that point, break, right? And then move up to the next level. 382. Cool. Cool. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. All right. Cool. Looks good, everybody. Everybody. Let's see. Security, I still like Sky to 310. Let's see. QT only has 10 million circulating coins. 14 total strong community. Oh, 10 million circulating out of 14 total. Strong community. Not traded on many exchanges. Has mainly been traded on DEX. All right, cool. Thank you for the news there. So, Quaint. Yeah, we'll see. This one's on Bittrex. That's hot. Let's see what else. Looks like hit BTC and Bittrex for now. At least that's what TradingView supports. So, yeah, we could check the markets and see what it actually is. QNT. Look at all that green, everybody. Holy moly, moly, moly. Look at all that green. Oopsie, we couldn't find the page you were looking for. What? Don't be mean. Oh no, what's going on? Oh boy. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Not sure what that means. Let's see here. Let me check this out. Q&T. White. All right. Yeah, we'll just shove that puppy in there. All right, so Q&T up 40%. Holy shnikes balls. That's crazy. Bound Coin markets. Fat BTC, Hotbit, IDEX, Bittrex, Upbit, Digifinix, COS, and Coin Exchange. So forget about 7 to 12 because there ain't no trading volume. Trading volume is highest on Fat BTC. Price, though, is 931. 931. So here's an arbitrage opportunity for everybody out there. You can head over to Hotbit, Q&T ETH, right? Pick it up for 761. Swing that Q&T over to Fat BTC, Q&T ETH, and sell it for 931. Okay, great. Very nice. Arbitrage opportunity right here. If you can get there fast enough, then you're in good shape. Total supply of 14.6, circulating 9.7. 24-hour volume 87 million, market cap 81, market rank 93, all-time high 838. What are we right now? 36. We're 2 cents away from the all-time high. All-time low 16 cents. Oh man, wouldn't it be great? $1,000 worth. 52-week high, 838. 90-day high, 838. 30-day high, 830. Yeah. Yesterday's high, low. So look at the range on this thing. Right, yesterday was 576 up to 754. That's crazy. That's the high, low. Open and close was, it looks like it opened at 605, closed at 750. Changed $1.45, 24% yesterday. Man, that's great. Awesome. All right. Good find, man. Good find. Shall take a look at that later. All right. That is going to wrap it up. A Rappy Tappy 2 for the night. As always, appreciate you guys coming out. Snow, thanks for the rewatch. Nice. All right. That's it. I want to see you guys on the exchanges. You know what I mean? Be good out there. Oh, did we never do the candle? We never did the candle, guys. What the hell? Holy moly. Let's talk about it real quick. Okay, here we go. Opened up at 10,833, hit a high of 11,091, a low down at 10,550, closed it out at 1132 for a total of $199.30 or plus 1.84%. Hanging Man candle followed by, or preceded by a somewhat shooting star, but not really. Not good for an uptrend, but this is Bitcoin. It does its own thing. We are looking to get back and retest 11,284, at least on the Coinbase chart. I think overall, generally speaking, we're looking, I think most people are looking for 11.5 to 11.8. I guess you could say 11.4 to 11.8. Before we hit some major resistance again, we've said that before at 10,000, well, really like 99.48, again at 10. So 11.4 to 11.8 is another area of concern. And then, if we stay parabolic, not too many pullbacks, right? The pullbacks will be pretty small. If we don't go parabolic, two scenarios could happen. We could have a very drastic pullback, which would be healthy, but it would seem really dramatic. And that could get you all the way down to levels that, you don't want to hear about. And then simply push back up and make the next higher high and see you somewhere around 14, 16 ballpark. All right, so that's one. The other situation would be a sideways slow bleed and kind of like rangy. Like remember the previous 3 months, around 58, 62, 66 before we finally dumped to 3K. Picture that. It's just super boring and less impressive. It would give alts a chance to run, which would be ideal. And if you do that for a 3 or 4 month period, that would really rally us up for a new rally around the same time, right? So you figure October, November, December would be rally time. So we'll see. Basically, that's it, right? We'll see. Right now, we can't do much until my level is 11,469. So we hit 11,469. I'm expecting resistance and a bit of a pullback. And we, unfortunately with Bitcoin, it has the tendency of doing what you don't expect. So it's sort of as much as it has the herd mentality, it finds a way to destroy your will to live. So we'll see. Right now we got a little bit of buying, really nothing crazy. Now we're back down to break even. So we'll have to see how that thing shakes out over the course of the next few hours, just to get a better idea. All right, cool. All right, everybody, that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for being here. I do very much appreciate it. I want to see you guys on the exchanges, and until then, happy trading.